We're going to head on over to our other ongoing match currently, which is going to be Russia against Slovakia. This one is expected to be incredibly one-sided, I think, and we'll see how it goes here as they are getting into hot right now. I will get things updated because I do not know where exactly we are in this match. So we will get that sorted out here while we watch hot right now. Russia, of course, are our number 5 seed. Slovakia, the number 28 seed. I think I already have been added for this one. So it is, this is the first actual pick of this match, so we are in perfect timing. All right. So it is going to be Slovakia starting things off with a victory on their own pick. Right now, going quite well for them. Rima with the FC. I'm going to take a look at our rosters and see if I know anybody from either of these teams. Russia. Actually, I'm going to know people from. It's fine. Russia, captained by Okinotori, who is not here today, alongside Suzuha, Trigger, DJ Iban, God of Death, Hinoro, Komachibaka, and Zombir. Few roster shakeups for Russia this year as well. I think that happened to a lot of teams in this tournament. I think you're seeing quite a few changes between 2019 and 2020. Slovakia, meanwhile, Hranolka, Celeritas Nox, Centaurix, Ezreal156, Pete X, Rima, 10 Idiot Z Telki, and Thaimu. Shoutouts to anybody who's heard of any of those players. Other than Hranolka, I guess. I've heard of Hranolka. We are going to get the early Avalanche Nomad 3 pick here from Russia. We did, of course, just get to see this a few minutes ago. Kind of an overlap pick. I think there's a little bit of Nomad 2 to this and a little bit of Nomad 3 to this. Ban recap for this match. You have Russia banning Hidden 2 and Hard Rock 2. So that is going to be PS Flower, Explosion, and Futoridake no Kotoba. On the other side, Slovakia banning out Hidden 3 and Nomad 6, so that's maybe going to be some common bans depending on the team. Banning out the low AR reading type maps. And against Russia, not a bad idea, I suppose. Like, if Russia had Okinotori, it might be a bigger deal. Obviously, he is one of the stronger reading players. with him being gone, I don't know if that's quite as important to ban those out. But again, you know, it could just be picks that you're not personally very comfortable with, so not a big deal there. So we're going to see Komachi Baka, Suzuha, Kinoro, Trigger for Russia against Pete X, Ezreal, Centaurix, and Rima on the side of Slovakia. Genuinely a whole bunch of players that I know nothing about at all on the Slovakian roster, but we'll see how they acquit themselves here. This is the first pick from Russia, so you're going to expect it to be something they're going to feel pretty comfortable with. See if anybody can live up to Dazzle Wins FC from last match. Ezreal finding a couple of early breaks. That slider stream, man, they can get you. There's another one. Ezreal breaking on both. Not quite comfortable with those slider streams. Centaurix and Rima gonna both break on the third. So Slovakian. Oh, excuse me. Centaurix did not break. Rima though did. So Slovakia not having the greatest of time here to start things off. Russia meanwhile holding all 4 of their FCs intact still as Ezreal finds another miss already. Komachi Baka, though, does find a break for Russia. It is traded back, and honestly, with Pete X finding a miss as well for Slovakia, it really doesn't matter what happens at this point. Suzuha, Kinoro, and Trigger all looking pretty strong. Into these difficult split streams we will go. Rima finding a break, as well as Kinoro from Russia and Pete X from Slovakia. This is a clown fiesta, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is missing everywhere. As Trigger breaks as well, it is now just Suzuha and Centaurix with the FCs. And there goes all of Slovakia as all 4 of their members all just break at the same time. Oh, this pick is already over. This is, oh, there goes Suzuha as well. Oh my god, dude. This is a blunder. Nobody can play this. What the heck? Okay, stark contrast between this matchup on this map and the last matchup on this map with, Taiwan looking really dominant, and meanwhile here Russia is dominant, but it's not in the same sort of way. Yeah, it's a 1,000,000-point victory, but boy, that was ugly. That was a lot of misses from a lot of players. Highest score on this one gonna be 696k from Suzuha, looking pretty decent there. Trigger and Kinoro both with S ranks, but man, 3 B ranks from Slovakia. That was not a map that they were able to play at all. So we will now go on to the second pick from Team Slovakia. Plenty of options still open, of course, this early on in the match. Just a 1-1 tie, both teams winning their own first pick. And it's going to be another DT here from Slovakia, DT number 2. Interesting to me to pick DT into Russia. Russia got the second best score on DT in the qualifiers. Top scored DT1 in that round. But Slovakia did win the first DT pick, so I mean, can't really fault them for it.
Have his W available.
Whoop. Sorry, clicking the LEC stream by accident here. Anybody want me to commentate League of Legends instead of Osu? Wait, Fnatic is playing Rengar. They're playing Rengar top. What's happening in the world? They're playing Rengar top. G2's playing Gnar top with what? Okay, all right. This is some picks. I honestly, like, I have not been following League all that closely recently, so I'm not super in touch with the pro meta, but I'm pretty sure Rengar and Gnar, neither of those champions is really a meta pick. Neither is Hecarim, to my knowledge, either. But it is currently Fnatic with the 2,000 gold lead, looking to pressure the mid-wave. Reckless and Self-Made walking up with Hylissang providing some bush pressure on Nautilus, looking for that hook in, maybe to engage or an Ash Arrow onto a vulnerable target like Perks' Senna, now all alone here walking up towards the top. Maybe gonna look to pressure the top outer turret, RO32, or perhaps looking for a Rift Herald take here. Okay, anyway, Russia's gonna be Kamachi, Baka, Suzuha, DJ, Eben, and Trigger against Pete X, Ezreal, Solarius, Nox, and Rima for Slovakia, looking to win a second point here. See if they can win back-to-back DT picks on their first couple of picks of this match. Once again, players struggling with their accuracy on that first burst, but it does not end up mattering all that much as we get farther through the pick. You write help or hello? I can't tell if that was help or hello, because it got cut off by the right-hand side of the screen. Early break for Solarius' Nox on Slovakia, so the lead going to stay on the side of Russia pretty comfortably for now. They're a team that's very good at DT, as we said. They came near the top of the DT in qualifiers, though. Suzuha does find a break as well, so it'll hurt just a little bit, but still a sizable lead. Accuracy, a big challenge here for Slovakia. 91% on Ezreal, 89% on Rima. Pete X with another break. UFCs for Slovakia. Meanwhile, 3 on the board for Russia, and much higher accuracy as well. So Russia looking to run away with this one. I don't know if this was necessarily the smartest pick. I think if you're going to stay in the DT pool, you maybe go with DT1 here. Watch back DJ Evan and Trigger all looking very solid on this pick. And Ezreal with a break for Slovakia. Well, if it wasn't over yet, I think it probably is now. Yep. Ezreal's all over the place, dropping all kinds of hundreds, missing a few times. Solarius Nox missing as well, so Russia going to be comfortably taking this pick. It's going to be the first break point of this match. It'll give them a 2-1 lead here once all is said and done. We've got a bit of time left still to see if they can finish out a triple FC. That'd be pretty impressive if so. Be up there with Taiwan's score, 4.2 million, I think the score to beat, unless somebody from an earlier match had a better score than that, which I would be very impressed by if somebody gets higher than 4.2 million. I don't think Russia's going to be able to do that anyway because of where Suzuha's miss was. But it's going to be a good score from them no matter what here. And it's going to be a big victory, over 1 million points now, the lead. Slovakia just not having a great time. Rima, the kind of shining star, as it were, for that team with the 1 FC, but not going to end up making much of a difference. It looks like it is going to end up being probably a 4 million point score here for Russia. Trigger with the late break, but 4.1 million, double FC, 2-1 misses. That is a very strong performance from Russia, and yeah, not maybe the wisest pick there from Slovakia. I'm not sure about that one. Russia's skill cap just a lot higher, and on maps like that, that sort of thing really comes into play. And that is the 2-1 lead for Russia now with their own pick to come. Break point on the board that they will look to. Meanwhile, my goodness, Self-Made just destroying Perks, and he and Reckless team up to take down Mickey as well. As 2 kills and a 4-kill lead for Fnatic. Gold lead up over 3,000. And they all of the map pressure advantage here. B2 gonna try to farm what they can, see if they can scale into the late game with Caps as Akali and Perks' Senna, but you know, it's going to be one of those games where it requires a very perfect team fight with the Gnar ult comboing perhaps with the Braum, but Fnatic just getting these picks with the Rengar and the Hecarim as well as the Ash Arrow. That team gets into a lead. It's tough to play against. They can catch you out anywhere on the map. And we're gonna get a new pick here. It's gonna be Nomad 4. We didn't see this in our previous match. I haven't seen it obviously yet on stream thusly. This is going to be the second pick for Team Russia. Slovakia 2 DT picks, Russia 2 Nomad picks. 300 BPM Nana Hoshi Kangen Gakudan, so you know that can only mean one thing. That is, I hope you have both of your fingers ready because you are going to be using them both in an alternating sort of fashion. So, keeping some pretty similar rosters here, it looks like. Kamachibaki, Kinora, DJ Eban, Trigger. It's Hranolka coming in for Slovakia. Alongside Ezreal, Heat-X, and Centaurix. Get underway now. Map number 4. Russia will look to consolidate their break point. I tell you, where's Kamachibaka when you need him? Or Kamachibaka, what? I'm looking at Kamachibaka. Where's Okinotori when you need him, dude? I could probably be fine without him on this pick. I think he's just not playing at all today, actually. They get the early break from Centaurix on the side of Slovakia, so it's going to be the early advantage to Team Russia. Always strong in the early rounds are these Russian teams. I feel like they make it to semifinals in every like country-based team tournament they play. And it's going to be a break for Pete X on Slovakia. I believe he misread that slider. That was unfortunate. That one's going to be a little more important of a miss compared to the one from Centaurix, which is very early on within the first about 150 combo. Lead is going to stay on the side of Russia pretty comfortably. It's going to be about 140,000, 150,000 points here. One-third in. It's going to be about a 200,000 point lead here for Russia. Hranolka and Ezreal both on the FC still, but all 4 Russians still with their FCs intact. Centaurix has recovered quite well, of course, from that early miss, but Pete-X a bit behind. It's fairly damaging to their score. Go on. Pretty consistent, you know, these alt picks. You never get a real break. Fairly steady difficulty. And that's going to be a break from Hranolka, so down to just 1 FC now for Slovakia on Ezreal 156. Russia's got to find a lot of breaks if Slovakia wants to have any sort of chance in this one. The lead's going to go 300,000 points and more. And there goes Ezreal's FC as well. So, you know, if you guys just want to kind of hang out for the next couple minutes, this map is basically already over at this point. Halfway through. And there goes Centaurix's last remaining decent combo for Slovakia. Kinoro does find a break for Russia, but Heat X trading it right back. Slovakia really not having a great time with things. There goes Kamachi Baka as well. It's an interesting slider. Just under, about a quarter of the map, I should say, left to go. DJ Eban and Trigger on the FCs for Team Russia. Not a lot to write home about if you're Slovakia here. It's going to be a pretty one-sided victory here for Russia on this point. Those two remaining full combos doing work at that, keeping that score gap growing. Though DJ Eban and Kinoro both, nope, neither finding breaks. Thank you, Vancho. Russia looking pretty strong, as you would expect from a team of their stature. And we will go into the outro. Will Russia be able to finish up this double FC? Very impressive performance from them either way. And they do. Trigger and DJ Eban with the double FC. Very, very strong performance from Russia. That's going to consolidate the break point, and it's going to give them a 3-1 advantage. Slovakia really was just never in that pick. They found those couple of early breaks, and Russia just ran away with it from there on out. That was a 1,118,000 point victory for the Russian side. And meanwhile, Fnatic continuing to increase their lead. It is now a 10,000 gold lead, an 8 kill lead. A Baron take with a Flare Dragon Soul. Gonna be coming up in about a minute. This one's looking like pretty one-sided Fnatic victory. Been very strong in this match. Draft diff IMO. Top gap. Jungle gap, actually. Jungle gap. Also AD carry gap. Reckless exerting his will over Perks. Up by 30 CS, 405 scoreline versus 032 scoreline for Perks. Yeah, bot diff, anybody? Anybody for some bot diff? Yo, I heard you guys like bot diff. Fnatic 6-1-10 bot lane versus G2 0-6-3. Make that 0-7-3 as Mickey sent back to the fountain once again. This is bot diff, jungle diff, mid diff, and G2 on kind of their last stand here. Caps trying to get the kill onto Reckless. He does finish it off, but it is Perks and Caps just with the 2v3 and the triple kill going out for Self-Made. That will allow Fnatic to take the bottom inhib turret, and they're going to chase Perks all the way onto the platform. Do get the takedown onto Nemesis, but Hylissang hooks in onto Perks, takes him down as well. Mickey, now the only one left standing, will retreat under his fountain turrets, as Hylissang and Self-Made will take an inhibitor here before backing away for Fnatic. Probably go to take the break for their squad, as well as the red side bot jungle here of G2 saying, that is all ours. Your base is ours. Your jungle is ours. This Drake will be ours. This game will be ours. And they're going to catch out Mickey as well, who is chasing them, trying to get vision into the jungle. He is going to go down. That is going to be another kill for Selfmade. 7-1-7 now. A very strong horse. He's going to be winning a blue ribbon at the end of this one. And they're going to now safely and calmly back on out of the G2 jungle with their objectives achieved. We're going to free mod 3 here as the next pick from Slovakia. That's changing it up quite a bit here. Bit surprised to see that. They go double DT picks and then they decide to go into a free mod. It's a pretty short one here, just 1 minute and 45 seconds long. Nagisa no Koakuma, lovely radio. I feel like we've been seeing this one around a whole bunch lately, right? Like this was in Suiji and everything as well. 5.71 stars Nomad, 6.16 stars Hard Rock, 190 BPM. Let's see the mods here. You've got Kamachibaka and Trigger Nomad, Kinoro Hidden, DJ Eban Hard Rock for Russia. Meanwhile in Slovakia, Ranolka and Centaurix on the Nomad, Hidden on Ezreal and Hard Rock on 10 Idiot Ztelki. So they do have the nice, like, all the same slots have the same mods, right? Like top left and bottom right Nomad, top right Hidden, bottom left Hard Rock. That's kind of cool. Very well organized in this lobby. And we'll see if Slovakia can maybe put another point on the board here. After suffering the break point and then Russia consolidating it promptly thereafter. Slovakia is going to need to kind of try to find some rhythm once again here in this match. They want to look to make a comeback here. It's only a 3-1 lead. We are still fairly early on in the game. Another break point would be very, very damn good if they were to fall another point behind here. Quite a few hundreds being dropped, but still 8 FCs on the board. All players holding their combo through the first half of the map. This one not overly tricky. A little bit of aim, a little bit of stream requirement, but nothing super crazy. But that is going to be a break from 10 Idiot Ztelki, followed up immediately by a break from Ezreal as well. And 90% accuracy from 10 Idiot. Yeah, Hard Rock, man. Accuracy is at a premium. DJ Eban, though, up at almost 99%, proving that it is possible to have decent hack on Hard Rock on this without too much trouble. And it looks like Russia, again, going to be taking a pretty commanding lead here. 700,000 points or thereabouts. 2 FCs for Slovakia, but 4. Make that 3 as Trigger finds the first break for Russia on the pick. An Idiot finding another break for Slovakia, and things just going to look worse and worse for them, unfortunately, as Russia continues their FCs. Kinoro does find a break, but it is quite near the end here. We're a little bit upset. You can see the cursor shake there, but no matter. It is Russia by an 800,000 point margin. The victors on this one. 4-1 goes the score. Double break point, 2 points away from the finish line here for Russia. Very strong. DJ Eban with the Hard Rock FC, Kamachibaka with the Nomad FC. And just 3 misses between the other two. Meanwhile, Slovakia did have the double FC on Hernolka and Centaurix, but unfortunately, those were just the no-mod players. Their mod players having quite a bit of trouble on that one. Ezreal and 10 Idiot at 563k and Fortnite, 29k. Not really what they were looking for there. That was Acdiff. 90% hack on 10 Idiot, 96 hack on Ezreal. The lowest hack on Russia was 98.94, and that was the Hard Rock FC that was the top score in the entire lobby. I hope you guys like this style of music, because we're going to Nomad 2 as the next pick from Russia. Natsuru Bikini no Prim into DJ Nagai featuring Ayumi Nomiya. of course, be the 6.19 star, minute 58. So another pretty short one. I like the trend here. Short maps. Good. Thumbs up. Double thumbs up. Triple thumbs up. If I had 3 thumbs. Having good time here with these shorter maps. Also means we can avoid missing any of the next match, which is cool. Russia already. Slovakia waiting for their 4th member for this pick. Let's see who it ends up being. I don't know who it's going to be. It's Pete X. Like Pemix. Pete X and Pemix. It's going to be Komachi Baka, Kinoro, DJ Ivan, and Trigger taking on Hernolka, Ezreal, 156, Pete X, and Centaurix for Slovakia. Slovakia needs to get at least 1 break point here quickly. I mean, it's just got to happen. They need 2 break points if they want to come back, but start off with 1. You know, set your sights and an achievable goal. Let's see if you can come back in this match. 4-1 deficit against Team Russia is a pretty scary spot to be in, but focus on the map in front of you, see how you can do, and, you know, try and make it at least close the last couple of picks. Not close. 878k and 1.1 million and 1.3 million. Russia 4 points in a row, and the closest one of them was 878,000. So Slovakia kind of just getting outclassed here, unfortunately, but they're going to put their best foot forward and see if they can't make things at least a little bit interesting here. This next pick for sure. I'm guessing Russia's going to feel pretty comfortable at this point, very confident in themselves in playing this match. No reason not to be. 4-1 looking to make it 5-1 on their own pick here. Match points to come if they're successful in this one. Through the intro we go. Really not a lot to break on. I mean, I suppose you can maybe misaim some of the slightly awkward streams once you get about, what, a third halfway in the map. I've seen a couple people break on those sliders, and Kinoro is going to break this time actually here for Russia, but Ezreal and Centaurix going to immediately break following that for Slovakia, followed by Pete X. Things already not going super well for the Slovakian side. Hernolka gonna do what he can with their only FC, but meanwhile, Komachi Baka, DJ Ivan, and Trigger all holding on to the FCs here for Russia. Hernolka gonna find an under-aim miss as well as Ezreal. Trigger gonna break for Russia, but it is Komachi Baka and DJ Ivan holding the solid FCs here with very good accuracy on both. Against really not much combo for Slovakia, just Centaurix at about a 265, 270 combo. I think that said jump W. I'm not positive. Ezreal with a very tiny little sad face. Oh. This one's gonna be just Russia bringing it on home. Ezreal and Centaurix finding another couple of breaks. There goes Trigger and DJ Ivan. No, Russia! You're supposed to have all these FCs. Come on. Oh, just the ending to come. Komachi Baka with big combo, still attacks as well as Kinoro. And once again, it's going to be near a 1,000,000-point victory here. Looks like it'll fall just shy of that mark, but another very strong performance from the Russian roster. 954k, their margin of victory for that point, backed by Komachi Baka's FC. And it is now 5-1. Which means match point. 1 point away from the round of 16, therefore. Slovakia, meanwhile, 1 point away from being knocked down to And it's going to be Kodama as the pick here for Slovakia, which is Nomad 5, not Nomad 4. It was close. One is the second longest of the Nomad pool. Kevin Sila's extra. 3 minutes 46 seconds, 175 BPM. A fairly straightforward, you know, you think of Camellia and you think of all the kind of like tech wub maps, right? It's like Mirror, Pro Box, or whatever maps, but this one really a little more straightforward. It's kind of more just plain slider aim, I guess. Not a very difficult map overall. All right. It's gonna be Kawachi Baka, Kinoro, Suzuha, and Trigger taking on Hernolka, Ezreal, Pete X, and Tenedi as Telki. Slovakia looking to stay alive in this match and in the winners bracket in general. Russia, meanwhile, looking to close things out here. And an early break from Ezreal. Just streaming that first little stream, I don't know what's there to really miss on. Suzuha, though, gonna find a miss for Russia, so that's gonna be traded right back. See, this is kind of a lot of this map are just these slider patterns, which really not all that tricky. See 7 players, or 6 players, excuse me, still holding their FCs. He actually may go to Slovakia here. Trigger finding a break. Oh, Pete X though coming back with a trade. So 2 breaks per team, both just being pretty promptly traded on back. There goes 10 Idiots Zitelki, so does that mean one of Kamachi Baka and Kinoro is going to break now for Russia? Let's see. Holding on for the moment. Still the SS and tax for Kinoro. There he goes. He does find a break. Now Hernolka and Komachi Baka, top left on both teams. The only FC still alive. Ezreal a little bit ahead of Suzuha in terms of combo. But Pete X finding another break, so it's going to allow the Trigger Kinoro combo to take a combo advantage over 10 Idiot and Pete X. And halfway through the map, it is one of the closer maps we've seen so far in this match thus far, and that's, I suppose, kind of what happens when it's really one of the easier maps that we've played. Very strong accuracy. Komachi Baka and Hernolka matched. It's 2 100s apiece. Combo advantage for Russia, so their lead is going to be slowly growing a little bit through this free combo section. Build up into the next kind of base drop, as it were. Look, keep all these combos alive. With this lead a little bit coming into that last section of the map. It's gonna be the last quarter, that's all that's left to play. It's about a 100,000 point lead for Russia. Anything technically still possible, but Slovakia's got to maintain all their combos without flinching. Oh my goodness, that was 3 breaks on those butt sliders. No, it was 2 breaks. 1 break on those butt sliders. Thank you, Vancho. It was only Ezreal that broke. An Idiot and Komachi both holding on to their combo. Another break from Ezreal. He has unfortunately been struggling a bit in this match. And into the last section of the song we'll go, and this one is going to be Russia favored at this point. Really sizable combo lead now. Really all that's left is finalizing the victory for the Russian side. Looking like it is going to be a 6-1 final score as 10 Idiot finds a break here towards the very end. Hrdolka does lose his FC, so it will be only Komachi Baka with an FC possible. Just dropped the slider end, unfortunately. Given some very nice accuracy. It's still very nice accuracy, but not quite as nice. Very strong performance here from Team Russia, looking quite good in this earlier stage on this pool. The FC for Komachi Baka does come out. Suzuha and Trigger with very good combos backing him up. And that is Russia advancing on 6-1 the score. They will go on to the round of 16. They will get to face off against a team to be determined. It's going to be the winner of Brazil versus Japan. Will Brazil inviting Russia on over? Or will Japan pull an upset over Brazil? Find out about that one tomorrow. It's going to be a GG well played to both these squads. Slovakia doing what they could, but just really outclassed here in this matchup by a much stronger Russia roster. No shame in that one. I think they did well to be in the bracket to begin with. And they'll get an opportunity next week against, I believe, the loser of Brazil versus Japan, right? I think, interesting matchup. See what happens over there. Russia, you know, they got to late rounds last year, looking to make that happen again this year. See what occurs. Excuse me. We'll see them again next week for both of these teams.